angel slash demon, man. You know what I'm saying? We're making that demon this love, it's like girl crazy. And that's why I couldn't keep my wife. You know what I'm saying? And that's the lust demon lives within me. And with my heart.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to another review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Boneless Skin's favorites. And I had to go with my personal favorite album of all time, K.O.D. by Tech-N9ne. It's been about almost 17 years since I first discovered Tech-N9ne, and this is like one of my first albums I've heard of Tech, and then I'm now doing a review on it. So let's go ahead and jump in to this masterpiece that Tech-N9ne has made. There's the front, of course. You got Tech-N9ne looking all sinister and a bunch of swarm of crows. And then there's the inside of it, inside artwork. And of course the CD right there. And I absolutely love that because there's just like one singular crow there, and then just the next thing you know, when you open up, a whole shitload of crows trying to spread that darkness. And in case, I mean, you guys want to look at the CD art again, here it is. And then you got the track listings here. Now, the Tech-N9ne is notorious for putting his tracks in, I want to say, like, into categories. So you got one for anger, and for madness, and then the whole, and then leads to the whole. So starting with anger, I'm just gonna like go through in order. Which, starting off with you got Show Me a God, The Warning, which skit, Demons, Black in the Sun, Strange Music Box, Sunday, which is a skit, Check Your Temperature, B-Boy, then moving on to Madness, Hunterish, The Pickup, which is a skit, In the Trunk. It's a fucking badass song right there. And Pinocchio, Horns, Interview with Jason Whitlock, which is a skit, It Was an Accident, then to the whole, Shadows on the Road, Low, Messages, which is a skit, Killing You, Leave Me Alone, Prayer by Brother KT, which is a skit, K.O.D, and The Martini. Now, overall, this album is like an absolute listen, like a must listen. You could just like listen to this from front to back. So I'll have to list off like my top 5 favorite tracks on here, which starting with number 5 is Black in the Sun. Okay. And number 4, you got Pinocchio. And number 3 is Leave Me Alone. Kind of relate to that sometimes, because I've been a victim of depression before. But then number 2, I'll have to say In the Trunk, because it's basically kind of like it's like a Juggalo's top track, man. You just like basically just have your victims, just put them in the fucking trunk, and then just like make them listen to the music. And then number 1 is Demons, because why not? Because I bet, like I said, overall this album is an absolute masterpiece. And then on the book here, then you got your credits. There's Tech right there, spreading this darkness. There's some more credits. then I like this page a lot whenever I see this booklet, because there's like crows right there, and you can see tech right there, and just like drooling his seepage to make it turn into darkness. Then yeah, exclusive credits, I mean executive, fuck. Then your thank yous right here, and that is over there, 6688846993 Net House. And also one quick thing is that KOD also stands for King of Darkness, in case if you didn't know. Then at the back just got all your ringtones. But again, this album is an absolute must listen. If you're not a fan of Tech-N9ne, then I mean that's cool. I mean it's cool and all, but I'm just saying, if you haven't listened to this album at all, I recommend go listening to it, because it was like an absolute classic from Tech-N9ne. But anyways, thank you guys. There you go. That's N9ne-K.O.D. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. And if I had to give this album from a scale from 1 to 5, it's a 5 out of 5, because overall, this like easily the best Tech-N9ne album I can ever think of, in my opinion. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, take it easy. Whoop whoop.